The views and the opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities of LFTP Productions.
Woo! Hey, who said these ladies can't get it? You know how they get it. They come on the scene and we say, Divas, and talk, and make it. I like the way you walk and Divas, make me feel. I like the way you talk and Divas, Divas. I like the way you block it, Divas, Divas. We got the Diva doses. 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 We got the Diva doses.
Hey, what's going on, you guys? Welcome to the Divas Dose Podcast Show. Here with nothing's off topic because everything is what, Peaches?
Definitely on topic, baby.
Definitely up for discussion.
Shit, I mean, I don't know.
I'm your gracious co-host, one of your gracious co-hosts, Sharnita, or just simply Nita. And we also have,
Peaches with no cream, but y'all know I got all that tea, baby.
Hey, I'm Renee.
What's up? It's your girl, Also Me.
Yeah.
All right. And without further ado, tonight's topic. We're going to jump on into it once we get this prayer out the way. You know
I
how
was about
we
to
do.
say, because she just forgot the prayer, damn heathen.
No, ma'am, baby. Let
Child,
me do me,
girl.
honey.
Baby, do
Baby,
you.
close them lashes, slashers. Dear Heavenly Father, we come to you, humbly thanking you for traveling grace to and from our destination. And we ask that you bless this union of 4 women, 4 mics, 4 voices in one space. In Jesus' name we pray.
Amen.
Yes. Okay.
I sip to that.
And tonight's topic is none other. Y'all ready? Drum roll, please. Salinas. No, tonight, y'all know I'm goofy. But tonight's topic.
I don't know what you're talking about. Come on, baby. The people waiting.
Why don't you introduce tonight's topic?
I don't even know.
I know you don't, because you're up here drunk half the time.
You a damn lie. Don't do me. Shit, this the first drink for the night. Sip.
Tonight's topic. See, y'all. Oh, my God. The Divas. I'm telling you, baby. She's certified diva. Tonight's topic is your greatest regret in your marriage.
Or relationship.
Or relationship for people that never have a man like Peaches.
Boy, here you go. And it begins. Get ready. Saddle up. Put on your seatbelt. Yeah, because it's coming.
So what's one of your biggest or greatest regrets of being married? This is all for my married people, but I have to insert Peaches to make her feel special, even though she'll never have a marriage or a man.
Or a relationship.
No, I didn't. She said that.
You've been married before, right?
I've never been married before.
Oh, but you're in a long-term relationship.
Yeah, exactly.
She was in a relationship. Yeah, she was.
So you saying that
So
he
you
wasn't?
Yeah, he wasn't. She was.
Baby, and let the jokes continue. Yeah. She just mad because she was married and she didn't want to be married. How about that one?
I love being married, ma'am.
Yeah.
I was a good wife.
So
Did you really?
I really did.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, but
That's why she kept a heart over his face in every photo she took.
I did. But you know why I did that?
Why?
You know why? Curiosity kills the cat.
And
I love
satisfaction brought him back.
Well, do you really think that though?
I know so.
What satisfaction you got?
What you got? Because one time you forgot to,
Anyway.
and they came for him.
They came for.
Anywho, biggest regret. What was the biggest regret you had?
Baby.
Let's switch.
Yo.
Let's back to the topic.
We forgot what it was.
What's the biggest regret that you done had in a marriage or relationship?
Oh, my God.
Renee?
She's speechless.
You don't have nothing to say?
I don't have no regrets.
You've been married twice?
I have.
Renee.
And I don't regret either one.
Okay.
I may have been young on the first one, but I learned a lot.
Okay.
And she's giving you.
So I have no regrets in life because with everything that has happened in my life, it has created me to be who I am today.
There you go, baby. Because I don't have no regrets because everything I did was because I wanted to do it.
So no regrets.
None. What about you, Mimi? Because you've been married 4 times, so.
I have not. the bullshit and the lies they tell. And this is the number one reason why you shouldn't. And this is why you shouldn't believe everything on social media. No, so no.
Don't you lie and say one.
Twice.
Ooh, baby.
Twice.
So you not counting one.
Ooh.
Twice.
Okay.
Twice.
My.
Both 11 years.
Johnny
so,
Gill, baby.
That's half her life. Oh, more than half her life. 6
I'm
years.
52 and proud, baby. Because I look good.
You knew she was
Now.
coming.
I look good.
You look good, girl.
So listen, let me just say this. One of my biggest regrets in one of my marriages, well, I'll say both. I'll talk about both. In my first marriage, I was very insecure. And so I learned later on in life, well, actually karma taught me to mature because I was very insecure. I had a really good man. And when you're young, you know, you don't learn to appreciate things until they're gone.
Right.
And you see the errors of your ways. So that was the first mistake I made in my first marriage. Second mistake I made in my second marriage was allowing that man to control all the finances. Because he was not educated enough to be able to control those finances. I think if I'd have done that, like, we would have never got to where we were.
Okay.
That's fair.
Yeah. For me, I would have to say my biggest regret. I'm gonna say it's my biggest, but it's one of my majors. Not cherishing the time enough that we had.
My God.
You know, I mean, I cherished it, but for me, it would have been more like just sitting and bathing in it. The moments of cherished time. So if I had to, that's like one of my
That's good.
regrets, not cherishing the time.
What about you, Peaches, when you were in your relationship?
What relationship?
The longest relationship
The one
that
she
you were
was in
in.
by herself. That's what I'm just trying to tell y'all.
Your longest relationship.
My longest relationship? Nothing.
You have no regrets?
Only regret that I have is the time that I wasted on silly, foolish, old men that act like they didn't know what the hell they wanted in life. You over 45 and you still trying to find yourself. Like, what is really going on? Like, you don't know where you at or where you want to go or where do you want to be? I think that's the biggest thing, even when you're young, you know, and that's the reason why I live by the whole, two things I ain't never seen. That's a turtle with speed or a nigga I need. I don't need these niggas. I just want them. That's it. That's all. You know,
And that's the way it should be, though.
That's the way it should be. Especially, ladies, if you are single, baby, date them all. Don't waste your time on no man that can't figure out what he want in life or, you know, where he want to be or where you fit and all that. Boy, bye. Yeah.
So are you angry that he wasted your time?
Why is she holding her hand?
I see that. She want to pray. These damn Christian folk. Yeah.
She wants grace.
Yeah, baby.
No, I don't. It doesn't bother me because I learned a lot from that. Because moving forward, you just can't do that. It was a lot of time wasted. It was a lot of gaslighting. It was a lot of smoke. It was a lot of bullshit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like, man or woman, if you're not ready for something, let a person know. Let them go on about their business. Let them move on.
Yeah.
Because that can build into something else.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But the fact that I don't feel like I necessarily need a man, even like in the relationship with my son's father, because that was the longest relationship I was in for over 20 years. I just never felt that. And I think I shared with y'all on previous shows how my mama really depended on my daddy and needed my daddy. I don't never want to feel like that.
Yeah.
Period.
And I think that's why your complexity is so superior.
Yeah, I'm pretty scared. I know, girl. I'm cute.
But I mean, one can admire, right? One can look at an individual and say, you know what? When you see someone who knows what they want, you have to admire that because they're not willing to sacrifice for anything or anyone because they know exactly what they want.
Yeah, time is precious and don't nobody have time to waste it.
That's why I say I don't really regret anything because everything I did was because I wanted to do it.
Okay.
You know, so I can't really say I regret things. You know what I'm saying? Because like you said, you learned. You know, you was immature and you was young, and so you learned. You know what I'm saying? With you, it was time.
Yeah.
And I mean, it don't. Well, hell, you didn't regret shit. It was like shit. I think you kind of like me.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. You know?
I mean, yes, but there has to be some characteristics, and even if you don't look at the other individual, look at yourself and say, what could I have done differently?
Yeah.
You have to do that, like in everything that you do.
Yeah.
What could I have done differently?
So, in your marriage, do you feel like what she's saying, you could have done something?
I mean, I used to be very selfish.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Used to be.
Used to be.
You know what now, Peaches?
Used to be.
Do we need to bring the dog back?
Oh my
God. We're going to leave the dog situation alone.
Oh my God. Renee, she's never going to let you live the dog down.
Peaches, I think you gotta let it go.
I think I'm going to have to let it go too. Shit.
I love it.
Let it go, babe. Yeah, I used to be selfish. I'm not anymore. Because I consider all factors now.
Okay.
Not just myself.
So how have you came to that conclusion that you're no longer selfish?
Because I think about other people. I think about their feelings
think about
first.
them. You think about them, but it's the difference between thinking about them and actually doing it.
Yeah, I'm going to do what's best for everybody, not just for myself.
Right. So let's talk about, last week's show when we talked about, when we had mentioned about the whole, stepping out.
Didn't I tell you to let that go?
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about last week when we were talking about if your cooch dry up.
Yeah, and I told you on that show, let it go.
Well, see what I'm talking about? See? Selfish.
What was your point, though? What was the point you were going to make?
My point is that she's still selfish because
No, that's
if the
not
cooch
selfish.
dry up, she don't want him to go nowhere. But if his thing stop working, then she can step out.
But she did say she's going to do what's the best benefit. She's going to evaluate everybody because maybe mentally he couldn't. There's certain things he couldn't handle.
Well, last week she was saying that basically she gonna do what she gonna do.
That's between me and him.
Now there we go again. See, self-deflecting.
It's not selfish.
It's very selfish.
And I think that's the thing, right? A lot of us we don't hold ourselves accountable when things. When you're in a relationship, regardless if it's
she know a lot about.
She don't hold herself accountable. She couldn't even swallow.
Did you say righteous? That motherfucker stay righteous, don't she?
She's like,
yeah.
Accountable, what that mean?
No, I'm sorry, y'all. When you sitting to the right of me, you hear BS, you got...
That's the truth.
No, you're lying.
Finish.
Now listen. If now y'all being my cousins, y'all should know anything. I be saying you have to, in order to grow, you have to look at yourself first.
You do.
You have to, because it doesn't matter who you're around or who you with. It's all about you.
But you've been waking up looking at yourself in the mirror for the last
and I
52
look good,
years.
Bitch. I look good.
You still don't know who you are, lady.
You a lie. It took me years. You know what? It probably took me about like 7 years ago to really know who I was.
Damn.
And I had,
7 years ago.
7 years ago.
7 years
Can
ago.
you do tell?
Yeah, like I went through, because when you get married, a part of you gives up a lot of yourself to curtail to your husband. And so women often lose themselves, right? I gained weight, I didn't take care of myself.
I never noticed.
Bitch, I'm fine. So, back to what I was saying. You lose yourself, you know what I'm saying? And so I went through a depression and I had to realize like self-love is the best thing that I could give myself.
Right, baby.
And so understanding that's why I'm at where I'm at. That's why I say I understand where she's at.
Yeah.
Because it's like, it's my way or the highway.
Yeah.
I'm not sacrificing for anybody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And when you're married, people don't realize you do a lot of sacrificing because it's not just about you.
Right.
So it's safe to say not only the sacrifice, but the older we get, the more honorary we get.
Oh, yeah, I believe that too.
Okay. I just want to...
But I'm not honorary.
Renee. Yeah, we do.
Not everybody. Yeah, I don't believe everybody gets more honorary as they get older.
85% of the people.
I mean, no, I want to hear Renee's thoughts on that. Like,
I don't think so. I don't think the older I get that I get more honorary. I don't think that fits me.
It's less flexibility, if that's what you want to call it.
She just told y'all that she's not selfish.
No, the flexibility.
Yeah, flexibility is different from being selfish.
Yeah, I think I'm with Renee on this one. I don't know about honoring.
So what's your definition of honoring? What's your definition of honoring?
Honoring for me, I think that's somebody just didn't mean. They just mean.
Okay.
Well, depending on how you use your words, it could come off mean. It could be like, "Hey, I ain't gonna do this," instead of, "Babe, you know."
See, and that's more so me. I don't think it's. And maybe that's because I
don't think I'm honoring.
You don't think you mean?
Shit.
I'm very direct.
Oh, well, and
when it comes to things.
And some people perceive that as being mean.
True.
Okay, they can.
And aggressive. Yeah.
I'm going to be very direct. I'm not going to, because my intention is not to be mean.
Right. It's your point is what it is, and it's just
that's what it is. Because perception is not always reality.
That's true.
That's true.
Perception is that person's reality.
It's not always.
Let's say that a person's perception is their reality.
Okay.
So it may not be what what you feel like you're projecting, but the way they perceive it is like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I always say a person's perspective is their reality.
And you do have a paradigm shift, so where you see it may not be the way they see it.
Okay, so if they if they took it wrong, then they need to communicate that because I will clarify.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's a lot of stuff happens because of miscommunication.
Yeah. I agree.
And so I guess when you're saying honorary, to your perspective, Mimi, I guess you mean like you set in your ways and you just not gonna take no crap off of nobody?
Yeah, basically, I would say more so that because it's like, hey, you know what, it is what it is, and I'm not budging.
Well, and I guess that comes from life experiences too. When you experience things and you go,
because
I'll call bullshit in a minute.
Yeah.
Like, don't piss in my face and tell me it's raining.
Yeah. And don't think you're gonna walk all over me because that shit ain't happening either.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
And I think more older women do it than the younger girls because the younger girls do find a lot more meaning like they won't put themselves in a position simply because they don't want to deal with it.
Well, what if it's an older woman that can't find a man and so she just settles for, whatever?
But she shouldn't.
But they got something to do.
I don't think that...
You 61 and ain't nobody checking for your old ass.
I don't think that no woman should settle.
No, you got something to do.
Well, and the reason why I say that, if you settle, then you're settling and thinking that person's going to make you happy when you're supposed to make yourself happy.
Exactly. And then sometimes when people recognize that, then they use you.
They use you.
They will use you.
Yeah.
So find inner happiness first.
Mm-hmm. You got to.
You have to have that.
Number one.
Because if you're searching for it and it's already right here.
Yeah. And you depend on somebody to make you happy.
A lot of people don't have it.
But a lot of people don't even know what it is.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Like, and I know we're up here joking around, but a lot of people do not know what self-love is.
That's true.
You know what I mean? They couldn't even pinpoint it to you.
Mm-hmm. I mean, not only self-love, just self-happiness,
take yourself on dates.
Take
yourself to the spa.
Some people are afraid to go to the movies together, go to the bar, sit at the bar.
Y'all know I'll jump a flight in a minute, honey. It'd be like...
Yeah, I mean, just self-awareness. A lot of people just are not self, period. I mean,
that's true. I think that'll lead to regret too later in life because you sat back
and they let their whole life pass you by.
Whole life pass you by because you probably was with another person that didn't like to travel, that didn't like to see the world, didn't like to experience different things, didn't want to get dressed up and go out to eat.
Yeah.
And so.
And then another disheartening thing is not only the selfness of being aware and love and happiness. A lot of people get up and put on masks every morning. It's so sad. And
they conform because they conform to who that person wants them to be.
Yes. Yeah.
And so that's how they lose themselves.
They lose
And they
but
they really
inside
just dying inside.
Yeah.
And I think the other thing that's beneficial to male or female in finding self-love is you have children and children get lost along the way. I actually had a conversation with my daughter yesterday because she's dating, and I kind of secretly went through her messages on TikTok because I was like, I seen a post and I was like, hey, what's this about? She's like, oh, nothing. I was like, this ain't you, So while I was talking to her, there was messages that was coming through. Apparently, a young man was asking her, hey, are you okay? And so basically, I told her when she sat down, I said, listen, baby, I said, in 7th grade, it's not love.
Did you tell her?
Don't put all your eggs in a basket.
So
you got to think about you. I said,
that's right.
And if that boy lies to you, if he don't want to be, let him go.
Yeah.
Let him young too.
Yeah.
You know how them kids be.
But if I didn't know who I was and where I was, I could never tell her
that's
that.
Right.
Yeah.
Does it make sense?
I wish somebody would have told me that when I was 14 to date my son's father.
Yeah.
I was 14, he was 18, honey, and baby,
Yeah.
let me tell you. I mean, he'll always be the love of my life.
Yeah.
Sorry, but he will be. But when I was that age and what I thought was love, I wish somebody would have pulled me back and said,
it's not.
That's not love, girl. Go out there and date and do what you want to do.
But here's the thing with that piece, and I'm not trying to cut you off. You grew up in a household with both your parents.
True.
So you should have saw, and I don't know what it was. I do know, but I'm not gonna say.
Yeah.
You know, but you should have saw that within your parents' connection of what it was like for a man to love a woman. Would you agree?
Yep, my daddy loved me, and he loved me the same way my daddy did. My daddy bought me things. He bought me things. My daddy had money. He had money.
No, but it's about not only your daddy loving you, but your daddy loving your mom as well. Because you were fortunate enough to grow with both your parents. So that's what I'm saying. You should have been able to see that, even though your daddy loved you like a princess, but you should have still been able to see the love and admiration and
affection
for your mom.
And I would say my son's father, he gave all that. I could never take nothing away from him. When it comes to loving on me, I would tell anybody that he is probably the only man that I feel like truly, 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 truly loved me. And it could have been because we were young.
And then he saw you for you. You didn't have to put on a mask.
Kids.
You didn't have to pretend or walk on eggshells.
But he was 18.
But he still was a kid. I mean, he was an adult kid, but he was a kid.
And we was in high school together and all that kind of stuff. And
you were 14 in high school?
Yeah, I was 14 in high school. Hell, I graduated at 17.
Oh, yeah, 17. Yeah. Okay.
He was in ninth grade.
Okay.
I was in ninth grade.
Oh, yeah, ninth grade. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I mean, he was, anyway. Yeah, but anyway.
You a summer baby, that's why.
Yeah,
okay, I'm doing the math. Okay,
yeah, I was a summer baby, and he was born after, September, and then back then they used to flunk you, so.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
That's why he was still in school
Oh, my
with
God.
me.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why
So
he was
let me
still
ask you this. It sounds like you have some type of regret.
Because let me tell you, okay, so let's touch on that real quick. So, the situation that happened with him that took him away from, his family and all that kind of stuff, and the time that we spent apart, looking back on it retrospectively and looking at this dating pool now, instead of me saying, okay, I'm tired of this lifestyle, I don't want this lifestyle anymore, maybe I should have just stuck it out. You know what I'm saying? Because looking back on it, it's like this dating pool is like trash. Nobody know what they want. At least I knew what I was dealing with him. You see what I'm saying?
But I don't think that was...
I mean, a lot of people would probably disagree, but when I look back on it, I feel like sooner or later he probably would have gave up that lifestyle.
So if you would have just held out and waited,
maybe if I'd have just held out
that's
and just took the chance,
that's a roll of the dice.
And
it's also a cop out. Would you agree?
No, it was a roll.
You would have
like
settled.
I said,
you would have settled.
Given the fact that I wanted more than that lifestyle, because I don't want to put, his business out in the streets like that.
For you for
but because I didn't want that lifestyle anymore, because I've been dealing with this lifestyle since I was 14.
Okay.
You grow up, you mature. Yes. I'm a career woman. I'm working for
not
these.
Stable.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the money that's constantly being put out to take care of certain legalities or whatever you want to say.
Exactly.
I was kind of like done with that, right? But like they say, hindsight is 20/20. So looking back and knowing what I've dealt with, after that, it's kind of like maybe I should have, Yeah.
And this is not to you, but just from my experience, a thug is fun, but a thug is not marriage material.
He wasn't
There's
necessarily
no stability.
It's not.
I'm just saying for what I'm saying.
Yeah. Because he was so smart and intelligent, and it was just like, damn, why you just can't
do something different.
Yeah.
So let me ask you, not present day, what is he like now?
He's still the same person.
See, you made the right decision.
Yeah.
You made the right decision. You did.
But I'm with Peaches. At least she knew what she had
I
and
knew
what
what
she was
I
dealing with.
Versus, when y'all dating now, you gotta get to know a person all over again.
Yeah.
It's like, can we just skip all this and just go?
You don't want to skip that, Peaches. But I know what you said.
But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All this.
Yeah, you don't want to skip that.
Yeah,
though.
so that's why I can't wait till our little blind date thing to see who y'all gonna end up with and all that kind of stuff.
Y'all?
Yeah.
Peaches, it's you.
It ain't me.
Yes, it is.
No,
Peaches,
it ain't,
you need. We trying to find you a good
Now,
man.
you know what? Let me tell y'all need to stop that stuff because people be all in my DM and thinking that I'm desperate and stuff. Let me tell y'all something about it.
Wait a minute. First of all,
let's get something straight and clear. I am single.
Straight.
I'm single like a Pringle baby.
Okay.
You know, I'm just saying. They see my little friend Ben on. I had posted my friend Ben on. We had went to his little spot or whatever because his girlfriend broke up with him and he was
She like the name
whatever.
Why you putting the man
Yeah,
business
she
out
like
here?
the name drop.
They don't know what being. Come on with it.
I'm just saying. I mean, and people were like really upset, like, oh, so we went out and you didn't even post no picture of me.
Ooh, celebrity.
That's my homeboy.
Celebrity.
And then I thought about it. I was like, well, maybe I shouldn't have did that because then the ex-girlfriend got in touch with him and she was like, you look like you was having a good time with your homegirl Peaches. But you know about me though. Like, so what's the issue?
But I don't.
See, that brings on a
don't
whole
get
nother
quiet
topic.
now, ladies.
I'm just saying,
Ladies.
so women and men can't be friends. I know that's off topic, but
I think,
and y'all know Ben.
I think people should be free to do whatever it is that they
That's all
want
I'm
to do.
saying.
If they're
baby.
single,
If they're single, they should be able to do.
And that's how
But
I feel.
here's the thing. They should be able to do what they want when
That's
they're
how I
single.
feel.
But who knows who's leading who along?
What you mean?
I ain't saying
If
no
they
shots
stringing
for you,
somebody
Peaches.
along.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.
I'm generalizing.
Because when my man finds me, y'all probably not gonna see me no more on social media because he might be like, baby, shut all
So
that
you
down.
gonna be one of them.
Yeah.
So you gonna
see me
turn
no
into
more.
She gonna
wait a
disappear.
minute. So you
Sure
gonna wait a
is.
minute. So they not gonna get this Peaches on the podcast no more?
Oh, she gonna be
like this.
Oh hell
She
no!
gonna be like she gonna be like patting the
I'ma
back.
be
I
like-
got a new attitude.
Baby.
Oh no, he gonna have to let you just be
Baby,
who
me
you
and him
are.
gonna be on the LFTP with our own little network.
Go ahead.
Oh
Now,
Lord.
we sure live.
It's gonna be called Swingers
Yeah.
Anonymous.
You know what? I can't stand your ass.
Baby.
Yes. And
So
we're
you
gonna be
gonna-
giving relationship advice. So LFTP
baby, you
network.
can't. No.
Just
It's
look out
LFTP.
to
It's
that too.
LFTP,
LFTP,
baby.
How
whoever
you gonna
shit.
give relationship advice with somebody
more
you
drinks
only
for
been with
Peaches.
for a small amount of time?
Oh, baby, it's gonna be, y'all not gonna see him until it's official for like 2 years, because by that time, y'all gonna see the ring and all
Peaches.
what?
No, we
What are you talking
see
about?
everybody
No.
you be with, Peaches.
No, you don't.
Yes, we do.
Those are friends.
Girl, we see all the roaches. I mean the birds.
Got him.
You gonna, how you that is so disrespectful, that bird.
My.
The wolf ain't came back. We was waiting on the wolf, remember?
Yeah, but
It's still the birds.
Okay.
What they did with my cage?
Ooh.
the birds and the bees and the hoes and the fleas.
I'm sick of her. I'm really sick of her. But anyway,
Okay,
well,
Peaches.
I'm just saying, if that's what he desires, I'm gonna give it to him. That's just how
But
I am.
I mean, and rightfully so. But
Yeah.
would you be happy giving that up?
Absolutely, because that's my man, and if that's what he wants, as long as he's
my
giving me
man,
what
my
I
man,
want.
my
Yeah.
man.
He might be like, baby, we don't need to put these people in our business. I was like, you know what? You show right.
Go ahead.
But,
So
you can still be on a podcast and not just talk about your man.
Absolutely.
How would you
Like,
be,
right.
how would you be able to
Exactly.
determine if he is?
okay with it?
No, hold on. Trying to see how to word it.
Go ahead and word it. Just say it.
Okay, just say it like Nike. Okay, just do it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so how would you be able to differentiate if he is just wanting to be non-exclusive versus you just said he ain't gonna be online now. That's
No.
non-exclusive. Okay, because he's not gonna be
Non-exclusive.
online. He's
What
not
you
gonna,
mean non-exclusive?
He's not gonna be online. You say nobody's not gonna know
Oh,
about
you're not
him.
gonna know about him.
Okay, so that's how
You're not
how
gonna
would you
post your man?
No.
hold on.
But you were just clowning Nita about posting
Hold
her.
on, hold on.
She had a heart over his face.
Hold on.
My,
Can I
my.
get to my point?
Okay,
Go ahead.
So, how would you know if he's the difference between him just choosing not to be non-exclusive with you versus just hiding you from the world?
Ooh.
Oh, baby, you already know that if he's inconsistent outside the world. Yeah. Yeah. Because he got other women and he don't want them to know about you. But see, me, don't play with me.
But
But I have a question.
you're not gonna be on social media.
No, what if he finds you on social media the way you are?
yeah.
He's in your DMs.
And then
And if he's okay with being...
and then he decides,
Mm-hmm.
Peaches, I don't want you to do what you're doing anymore.
Do like what?
Just being you on the
Being
show.
yourself.
He don't want you to sit up here looking like a hoe. With your titties at.
Baby, let me tell you something about these girls. Don't be mad because you can't show yours.
I choose not to show mine.
Baby.
Well, let me put it like this: if it's dealing with something where because you can tell if a person is jealous of you too. Like you can.
So you have men that are out here jealous of their women.
You do have men that's jealous of their women.
A lot of men.
A lot of men,
especially successful. Yes.
Especially if he's making comments.
You don't even have to be.
Yeah.
You didn't even got to be successful for a man to be jealous of you.
You think so?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Because they crazy.
Well, that must mean he want to be a queen. If you ain't successful and he not, I mean,
not necessarily. Insecure.
Okay.
Yeah, you just know you got a good woman.
Got a lot of flaming hot Cheetos out here. No shade. We love them all.
Yeah.
We love them all.
But here's the thing. We make people think that the dating pool out here is just super
so trash.
They say it's piss.
That's all I hear.
SHIT and STDs in the dating pool out
really
here, girl.
is.
Who got time for that? Ain't nobody got time for that.
And nobody wants to put the time and effort in dating anymore or getting to know a person.
Chivalry is dead.
Well, I don't know about that.
No, I don't know. But I don't know about that.
And I can't say that.
That is the key.
Yeah.
Because
It's
when we had something when we were younger, it could have been from the junkyard. We're going to shine that motherfucker up. We're going to do whatever we got to do to make it look good. We're going to put effort into it. Don't nobody want to put effort into nothing anymore. If it ain't come ready-made, move along.
Yeah. I like how we start off on one topic and end on another.
That's okay. That's all right.
Hey, you never know what you're going to
Nothing's off topic, like you said.
Absolutely.
Everything is up for discussion.
Because let me tell you, I don't think
that's why I put that disclaimer out there.
Because I recently went on a date with a young gentleman, and I was like really impressed at the fact that when they brought the appetizers to the table.
She said young.
Okay.
When they, young man, when they brought the appetizers to the table, I had never seen nobody I've never had a man serve me. Like they brought the appetizers to the table and he took our time to scoop the rice, put it on my plate.
Oh, that's nice.
Took the crab cake.
Okay.
And even before that, when we walked in, he pulled my chair out then I was taking off my jacket and he helped me take the jacket off and put it on the chair. And I'm just like, I was really, really impressed by that.
Which is sweet.
Yeah.
But wait till you get to the sophistication of him ordering your entree for you.
I don't have a problem with that either because he know what I like to eat and he liked the same things too.
Yeah, wait till you get to the sophistication of that.
And so I had to ask him a question because sometimes people put on the front, whatever, and I had to ask him the mask.
Yeah.
I say, so I was really impressed at the fact that even when we went
Don't tell him.
No, I needed to know. You have to be upfront with people like
No,
y'all
but
say
don't tell him.
communication.
But she's very upfront.
Yeah,
she's
and I just asked him, is this something that you normally do?
Because if he's playing with you, he's gonna play with you more.
So
don't tell him.
So it's like a little catnip.
Yeah,
here it is. The second and third date, he did the same thing.
Okay.
But you told him.
No, I asked the question, and he said, He said, this is the way I was raised. I said, I hope this isn't a show you put on.
No, what did you ask him?
And that you keep it up. I asked him, I said, is this what you normally do for women that, you're involved with? Do you pull out the chair? Okay. Do you open up the door? You serve the food? And I figured he wasn't lying because even on the fourth date or whatever, I'm thinking we're going to a restaurant and he gives me the address and it's to his house. And he cooked. And he served me the food and he asked me, what do you want? He served me.
He caters.
He caters. He said that's how his mom and his dad taught him. He said, because his daddy catered to his mama. So that's the way.
I see, that's nice.
Even
that's
even when I was leaving, he walked me outside, opened up the door. I sat and he put the seatbelt on me. I'm like,
okay.
Oh my God.
He sounds like he could be a potential wolf.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't put all my eggs in a basket and I don't have no expectations.
Of course. But I
don't expect nothing out of people because, I talked to a guy, I can't even say dated, but I talked to a guy for over, 13 years and it was all
But you cannot reflect what transpired over there.
But what I'm trying to say is there's no expectations.
Yeah.
Like I'm not looking for nothing.
Yeah.
If it happens organically.
She just riding the bull quarter mile at a time.
There you go. Shit. That's it, that's all. But I appreciate it. There's other guys
that was romantic.
Yeah. And I've dated other guys that, come, even my other friend that, has different
Get it right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay. And what did he do though?
that, you know.
What did he do?
He opened up the door. I had to wait, but he opened up the door. So
You gotta wait a long time.
about 30 seconds.
Long time. She wait long time.
Okay, but he did it though.
Yes,
he did it.
So I mean, that's why I say chivalry isn't dead.
And you know, you know what I think I
In
struggle
certain
with.
instances.
And so I have to like learn how to slow down because I'm so used to doing things on my own, and then you know to be told, wait, I got the door. Let me get the door.
I think what I struggle with is.
You're a hopeless romantic, but go ahead.
No.
You
I'm
are
talking about out the gate.
Okay.
Out the gate. If you don't look like something I would date, I don't even want to talk to you.
Oh wow. So you're vain.
Lord forgive me.
You're
Am I?
very vain.
I mean, I know you ain't talking.
Oh, wait a minute.
She is very vain.
I mean, if you don't look like something I would talk to, like
me
I
tell
can't.
you
If they tennis shoes ain't white, you ain't dating them. If they teeth ain't straight, you ain't dating them. If they got nappy hair, you ain't dating them.
I'm not vain like that.
If
If
they
they dark
short,
skin, you ain't dating them.
Short, she ain't dating
Two
them.
out of the four is correct. 2 out of the 4 is correct.
Girl,
Nina, I ain't never seen you date no dark guy.
What two?
she dated dark.
No, she dated dark. She
See,
ain't finna date him if they
I'm not
5'6".
I'm not.
Oh no.
If they,
Now, she used to back in the day now.
If they, no,
We
did
talking
you
I?
about
had a
grown-
short
we
one
talking
before.
about grown woman, Nita.
I ain't gonna call no names. But you had a short one.
I did.
Uh-huh.
I did. He was a supervisor, Exxon Mobil chemical plant. I did.
See what I'm talking about?
But the point,
Money.
But
Money.
so is that really vain? I mean, or is it a preference? I mean, you have preferences.
Preference. It is preference.
Right? You have preferences.
But I'm not.
But sometimes
vain.
you have to step outside of your preferences to meet your man.
I'm not
doing
Because he
that.
could be short and be your man.
Well, I'm not as bad as her.
No, I'm not stepping outside
I'm
my
not
preference.
vain, though.
What's wrong with short?
I'm not vain. Y'all keep acting. I am not vain.
just-
I'm a very particular woman. I'm not vain though.
There's nothing wrong with that because you have men that ain't finna date no fat woman.
Exactly.
And they gonna mess around and miss their woman. And some good meals too.
I don't know. I don't know.
Some good home cooking
I
meals
have to be
every
able
day.
to sit in front of that man and look at him and be okay.
So
Now we're not talking about
Because if you got missing teeth in your head, I can't.
somebody that just totally
I'm not gonna
unattractive.
lie.
Well, for me, that's what it is.
I'm not gonna lie. If you sitting in my face and I crack a joke as I always do, because I'm gonna crack a joke to get you to laugh and smile. And if you say ha ha ha, and I see that teeth missing on the side of your mouth right here,
Yeah,
Shay,
buddy.
please have a nice night.
But he could get an
But
implant.
you can get an implant.
He could
And
get an
teeth
implant.
can be fixed.
Baby, that leads
No,
me to believe
teeth
one.
can be
That
fixed.
leads me to believe one or two things. You are not up on your hygiene.
Facts.
Number one.
Facts.
Number
He
number
might not
two.
have insurance.
Number two.
He
You
might
don't.
not have
Number
He
insurance.
got
two-
insurance fucking with
number
her
two-
because he
I
got
said
a
he might
full-time
not
job.
at the time. He might not have had no insurance.
Shit.
No, see, that's the thing.
She ain't
I'm
playing like that.
I'm not finna mess
No.
with you with no building up. I'm not a build up type of chick.
Oh, okay. Well,
I'm
that's
not a
honesty,
build-up
right?
type of chick.
That's
Okay.
honesty. So she
feel on that.
Now in my life, I'm not a build up type of chick.
Now you
When
gotta
I
keep
met
that-
my husband, yeah, we built up together. I was there.
Well, okay. So you could potentially be.
I'm too.
She not in no builder man.
Not no
type.
more.
She
Not no
finna-
more.
Okay.
Nah, we
My
too big for that.
husband was one and done.
Yeah.
And we built up together. And we came up together.
But you did have a good lifestyle with your husband.
We absolutely. We both had a good lifestyle.
So that's what I'm saying. So
we both
why-
I'm not trying to build no bow.
This is what happened when you get two people that want something out of life and get two
So
hustlers
you're
in the
saying
same room.
are you saying you
Baby.
can never find another build-up guy?
I don't know.
She said she
Build
don't
no
want
damn
to.
body. If you over 40, baby, you should have your shit together. Ain't nobody trying to build with
Peaches.
what? I'm sorry.
No,
I'm
you're
be
right. No,
quiet.
no.
Yeah, because
I'm saying absolutely.
How old
why
were
are
you
you in between jobs at 40?
Well,
We too big for that.
Well, we're not. Listen, we. It don't have to
See,
always
you
be.
would do a build
No,
up. She would do a
hold
build
on.
up. A build up man.
First
She
of all,
is on
I'm
build up
She
man.
gonna
52
build them up
and
from
I
the
cannot
ground
do
up.
a build-up
Now
man.
you don't have to. Your
But I'm not
portfolio-
just talking about money.
Your portfolio
We're
don't have to
talking-
match
we're
mine.
talking about
Finances is a main factor because that's the number one reason for divorce.
She was talking about teeth.
That's the same different shit.
Message.
We was talking about teeth.
And teeth equals what?
Huh.
Oh, so he got
finances.
okay.
Go get you some veneers.
I don't know not one well put together man, successful, well put together man with a missing molar in the back of his mouth.
You're probably right.
She is
I'm being
right.
honest.
She
don't
is definitely
know.
right,
Do
baby.
you? I mean, if you, she ain't lying.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah, you got
I really
point.
don't. I really don't.
All right.
And this is not on no prostitution, gold digging.
Exactly.
This is just me being realistic.
Damn, now that you put yourself in, like, oh.
No, I'm saying,
she ain't finna do that.
No, I'm saying,
no. She was like,
no, I'm saying, because people will insinuate that with gold digging or whatever prostitution.
okay,
But I'm
okay.
just saying,
You're giving a clarification.
Yeah,
Okay,
basically,
okay.
that's just on somebody. I mean,
Because if you got a good job, baby, you got benefits.
No.
And one
I
of them
agree.
is dental.
I agree.
And here's another thing. I'll put this out real quick because we have to wrap it up. You're not gonna come around a man that has his stuff together with some dirty, dingy nails who look like he been working on a mechanic. A car for about 30 hours a day.
Unless he's a mechanic.
But even then, he gonna have on gloves. Yeah.
No, they don't use gloves.
No, they don't.
I don't know about no dingy tennis shoes and no little stretched out white dingy shirt.
I
don't know about all that either, baby. You need to be well put together. No, for real. You need to be well put together, and that white need to be white. Go, go take your
scruffy with me. You ain't gotta be too well put together.
You gotta be put together dealing with me.
So basically, you're saying a man that he knows that he's
like
out of your league,
shoe
he
action.
should not even step to you.
You say what again?
If he's out of your league.
He shouldn't even step
but they
to you.
gonna do that anyway. They gonna shoot their shot. And ain't nothing wrong with nobody shooting their shot. Because they can be the sweetest thing in the world. Don't get me wrong.
So should we not put a disclaimer and say, if you have XYZ, please don't?
Disclaimer that next week. We'll disclaimer that. We'll disclaimer that next week.
Yeah.
Well, that's gonna be the next week's topic.
We'll disclaimer that next week.
Should you put a disclaimer out there when you're dating? Like,
so you just tell them off the bat that they need to go get their teeth fixed?
if you have a missing tooth of any sort, please don't.
Oh my
You
God!
guys,
today.
you guys, stay tuned for next week. Next week's show is gonna be fire.
You need to clean them.
Cut it. Next week's show gonna be fire.
Baby.
All right,
so on that note, real quick, takeaway from tonight's topic.
Girl, it was a whole lot of topics.
I know, but real quick recap. Tonight's topic, takeaway. Biggest regret in your marriage?
No regret.
No regret for you?
None.
In your relationship that you thought you was a part of? What about you?
These hoes up here lying.
They lying me.
No regrets.
No regrets. I told you everything I did because I wanted to do.
Don't worry about these hoes.
Life lessons. No regrets.
Very demure.
So the accountability that I'm going to take is that I was insecure in my first marriage. Second marriage, I actually let him control the finances.
Okay, and for me, it's time. The moments, the just being a part of the moment, staying in that moment. I regret not bathing in it, soaking in it, and taking it in, cherishing it. You know, that's for me. That's
but that
my
won't ever happen
accountability.
again, because if you got a missing tooth, you ain't getting no show.
Or some dirty ass tennis shoes.
Or if you short.
And ain't got no money.
Okay, and on that note, thank you guys for joining us. You can find us if you like the content that we put out, and I hope you do. You can find us every Monday night, 8 p.m. I know, yeah.
8
See, I get up early. I'm an early bird. Okay, 8 p.m. 8 p.m. The LFTP
Network.
YouTube network.
Yes.
Listen, guys.
Network on YouTube.
Okay.
And also, listen, we are getting ready to do a pilot for blind dating. So if you're interested in submitting your application to be on our blind dating episode, we definitely want to hear from you. Listen, don't worry about what Miss Nita said over here or what Miss Peaches said. And you never know. You never know who you're going to be on that blind date with. It doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be us. You're just going to have to take that chance. Roll those dice. If it's something that you're interested in, we definitely want to hear you. We're going to be dropping the flyer tomorrow. So submit. Also, we're going to be having a
live event coming soon where you can be a live studio audience. So please stay tuned to that. We'll have an open invite. And if you want to come, just sign up and register.
And make sure you guys sign up quickly because we are going to have a max amount of head count. Let's just say it's probably going to be no more than 30. So as soon as you see it, please submit so that you can be a part of the live audience.
And you're going to want to be a part of the live audience for 1 to 2 reasons of what we all love. Prizes, and gifts.
Yeah, and food and drinks too.
And you get to have upfront conversations about Peach's bush.
Ooh.
Absolutely, because it's a nut bush.
And on that note, you guys have an amazing night. Like, subscribe, and share the Divas Does Podcast show only on the LFTP network every Monday night at 8 p.m. See you later.